Hey folks, welcome to Flatspotted. This is the show where we talk all things motorsport, and let's just jump into it. So this weekend hosts what is arguably one of the biggest sim racing, if not the biggest sim racing or esports events ever to be held. The Le Mans 24-hour virtual. Now obviously because of the COVID-19 pandemic, that means that real world motor racing has basically come to a standstill. And that means that esports and sim racing, which was already rising in popularity, has really been brought to the forefront. The Le Mans 24-hour virtual is something I'm actually really looking forward to. It's got a great set of entry lists, people like Jenson Button, Fernando Alonso, Rubens Barrichello, to name but a few, as well as some of the biggest sim racing names in sim racing. It's going to be held using Factor 2 as its software. Teams competing in the Le Mans prototype category are going to be using the Oreca 07 chassis, while in GT there's a range of different cars entered, from Ferraris to Porsches to Aston Martins, Corvettes. If you haven't checked out some of the sim racing championships that have been running in place of real world racing, I highly recommend you give this one a go because it promises to be actually very good. It has all the ingredients to be entertaining and something different at the same time. It starts at 3 PM French time on Saturday the 13th of June, which is obviously 2 o'clock in Ireland and UK time. So it's been broadcast all over the world, Eurosport in the UK and Ireland, ESPN in America, and there's a number of different broadcasters over the rest of the world. It's also been broadcast online, so plenty of opportunity to watch it. In Formula 1, teams are finally starting to get back on track. Literally, a number of teams are planning to or have got their teams back on track. Mercedes got their 2018 car back on track at Silverstone during the week, basically running through new protocols that teams will have to adhere to during the Grand Prix weekends. As is the new norm, face masks were everywhere. Now we saw this in the IndyCar opener last weekend. It's going to be the new norm for the time being, it seems. But that being said, it's great to see teams back out on track. Racing Point will be able to test their 2020 car, their new car, during a filming day. Teams are allowed 2 filming days a year, so they'll be using their second one. McLaren won't get testing any Formula 1 machinery between now and Austria due to quote powertrain changes. They seem to be having a couple of issues with Renault in terms of getting a power unit for one of their cars. Possibly linked to the fact that they're going to Mercedes for engine supply next year. But Lando Norris did get out in a Formula 3 car with Carlin, so he's managed to get some on-track action, and they've got similar plans for Carlos Sainz. Closer to the time I'll be doing a preview and a review of the Austrian Grand Prix, but we'll deal with that closer to the time. And July will be a big month for motorsport. The weekend of the Austrian Grand Prix, the 3rd to the 5th of July, you've IndyCar that weekend as well, you've IMSA, the ELMS starting up a couple of weeks after that, as well as a number of other series. Well, that'll do it for today. There'll be more videos coming on this channel, so keep an eye out. Make sure and subscribe and follow on my social media pages. I'll see you next time.